Making the most of life and investment in Portugal. Portugal Pathways simplifies every step, from golden visa and relocation to citizenship and cross-border tax planning. Portugal Pathways are proud sponsors of the Portugal Diaries podcast. Welcome to the Portugal Diaries podcast. I'm Jen.
And I'm Claire.
Today we're joined by Dr Amelia, founder and CEO of Amillion Group, a visionary leader known for her dedication to excellence in education within the aesthetics and wellness industry.
Named Best CEO in Europe 2025, Amelia has built a global reputation for innovation and leadership while continuing to inspire women around the world as a successful entrepreneur and devoted mother. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Welcome.
It's nice to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amelia. Nice. So what brought you to Portugal?
Well, I moved to Portugal about over 5 years ago during the COVID. And so, weather was a big reason, mainly because in Ireland, the COVID lockdown was taking a very, very long time. And so, I felt like it was a time to move finally after 20 years in the rain. That was mainly the reason. And also to be able to combine the quality of family time and work and do some sports and just have a life again.
And had you been to Portugal before?
Have I been before I moved here?
Before you moved
Yes,
here.
I came here a year before. I came here for holidays for the first time.
Okay.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
So how does life here compare to where you've lived previously? Because you lived in Ireland for 20 years, is that right?
Yes, I lived in Ireland.
And prior to that, you were in Poland?
In Poland, yes. So I lived in Ireland for 20 years, in Poland for about 21, 22 years. So altogether,
giving your age away now.
I could say that, half of my life I lived in Ireland.
Yeah.
So living here, how do I find it? Very nice. I made so many new friends, and so through the clinic I met so many incredible personalities. So I love it here. Sophie, my youngest daughter, she loves it here too. She loves the school and activities, and she recently started paddle as well.
Yay.
So
got paddling early on the podcast.
We did.
And Sophie is secondary school, is that right?
She's in Bright. In Lola,
13 or 14?
She's 13.
Yeah.
And do your older two, I know they don't live here, but when they come and visit you, do they kind of say, oh yeah, Mum, this is lovely?
Yes. Well, they both worked with me or for me for a while. Laura was really good at aesthetics, and she was doing facials and things like that. But eventually she moved back to Ireland where her friends are, and she's very happy there and settled. Claudia is now in Poland. She's still she's working and she's in college, so they're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Laura is 27, Claudia is 22, and Sophie is 13.
So you've got three girls in three different countries. How on earth do you manage that?
Yeah.
I think my life's difficult when they have like sports in different places. That's insane. That's a lot for you to juggle to try and...
Well, they're adults now.
Yeah.
So if they like to visit, they come and visit. I go there often too. So it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. All my focus now is on the work and on Sophie, and of course on myself as well, finally a little bit.
Yeah.
Because when they were small, life
all
was
about
completely
them.
different, right? It was completely
So it's
different.
kind of coming out. You're
nice.
kind of coming out the other side. Although I know you've got the 13-year-old still, but for the most part of it, you've got get to breathe, is what I say.
Yes, and also that all that energy goes into a business as well. So it's hard sometimes to just draw a line and say, okay, that's enough now.
Yeah.
You have to enjoy your Sundays and your bank holidays and stuff like that instead of just
working the whole time. So how do you spend your free time here when you get it? How do you like to enjoy yourself?
I love hiking. I play tennis and paddle a little bit, not like you, just a little bit. I'm only starting now because most of my friends play paddle. Love swimming. Have a cute dog. Leo, little Pomeranian, so spoil him rotten when I get a chance. And what else? I do travel a lot. This new concept, this new idea, I recently came up to open another clinic in London, so I'm back and forth to London now.
Wow.
Doing that, and
Goodness me,
That's
that must
about
be
it.
do you have, because you're based here, obviously, and you have the clinic here. So setting one up in London, do you have obviously a management team there that manage it for you?
For now, it's just me and my team here from Algarve, which they are amazing, as you know. We organize everything from here, and it's more like it's a pop-up clinic.
Oh,
So it's once a month for about 2 or 3 days, and that's it. So we go there, we prepare everything, see the patients, and wrap it up and go back home. Which in Lisbon, it's a full clinic. Lisbon is another clinic
Yeah.
where it's open Monday to
okay.
Friday,
So
and
they've
it's
got the
fully.
full management and everything.
Yes.
So is that the goal
staff
then,
and-
to grow that part of the business in London, to
Yes.
expand more?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Well,
you're
we're-
more management side of things now, aren't you? Yeah.
Yes. So I think now it's in the stage of the business where we are just multiplying. So it's nice. It's not.
Yeah.
It's so simple. Once you have the system in place, you just keep multiplying. So
Yeah.
there could be more clinics in the future. But as you know, in Algarve, it's quite difficult to find a team that you really wish you have. So now I'm focusing on the team, on the young people, to educate them and for them to stay.
Yeah.
I don't believe as much into paying service providers, doctors who comes in to the clinic, inject. Patients don't like this. They like the same doctors. They want to see the same face all the time.
Yeah.
And we have all the history of each patient, so it's hard to keep bringing new doctors, and then the patients don't really like them.
Yeah.
Trust thing, isn't it? I think
Yeah.
you do definitely build a relationship with that person, and you kind of expect that they already know exactly what to do and how you like things to be. And I think that comes over time, doesn't it? Whereas if there's a change in staff too
Yes.
often, then you run the risk of losing.
It's not just like having a doctor that you're, I guess going to have a
Prescription,
knee
yeah.
option or,
Yeah.
operation or
A
something
one
like
thing.
that, because this is aesthetics. So, it's how you look, and what could be one person's, method is, you only have to look at people out and about who, get aesthetic treatments done. Some looks are very different to other looks, and, sometimes you go to a certain person if you want that look, or so if you had somebody different coming, you think, if you didn't want a look that was particularly frozen, say if you're having Botox or something, and then, so like for me, it's a comfort zone thing. I need to know that they're not going to make me look scary. And then like if you have somebody come that you don't know and you think, oh my goodness, but I don't know what your idea of the look's going to be. So I 100% get that. So yeah,
Definitely. It's the trust. It's not even the patient history. It's the trust. And it's like, I always compare it to, you go to certain restaurants to eat from dishes from different chefs, and it's the same thing in the clinic. Some chefs like food over salty, some like too spicy. So it's the same thing. You don't want to be frozen, you don't want to be overfilled. Now we brought this, if I can speak a little bit about the treatments, the new thing in the market is polynucleotides. I brought polynucleotides to Portugal about 4 or 5 years ago. No one knew about this. And I brought them from Poland and start talking about them. And now everyone just know this treatment as the salmon sperm, right?
Claire loves talking about this
I
kind of
know.
stuff. Never need to
I had
apologise.
it for the first time. I'm so proud.
Well, so we're it's great. It's fantastic product, but it doesn't add any volume, so that's why it's so popular. It's so nice, and it just rejuvenate the skin. And now we have exosomes, exosomes is another new thing in the market. It's our stem cells with polynucleotides in it as well, and
So
again,
that's
no
like
volume.
An even more I think that's key too. It's almost like filler fatigue, isn't it? Because filler started to be done so much and so badly, and people ended up with these overfilled faces. And then, you read all about it can migrate and all stuff like that, can't you? So you ended up with this. So I think everybody's almost scaled from that. I mean, I guess you would know that from your clinic, the trends of, I guess people are now wanting the boosters, but without the
volume.
The look.
Yes. Well, years ago, fillers were really popular. When I came to Portugal, there was nothing else really here.
Yeah.
Then, than fillers. And I was always against injecting under the eyes or around the mouth area because hyaluronic acid absorbs water and adds this unnatural volume in the places where you don't want volume. So it never looks good. I was never a big fan of that. And so when exosomes enter the market now and are accessible, and so when you can actually stop the aging and regenerate the skin rather than add volume, you can really put enough money on it because women will pay our last penny to just look fresh and young.
I know.
So it's going to replace eventually the fillers completely. Where fillers can be still used, I think it's only lips and a body parts, or maybe cheeks, maybe for a little definition, and that's it.
Yeah.
You could talk about this all
I
day.
could.
This is literally your favorite topic
It
of conversation.
and I'm obsessed with the kind of, because I'm 51 now, and like there's a certain, I think I'm better at being 51 than I was at 50. I wasn't very good at turning 50. And but now I must have just thought, oh, well, this is happening. But and I don't want to look younger. And I've said this before on the podcast. I don't want to look younger. I just want to look good for my age. And I was invited the other day to have a skin mapping, like a skin reading done, where you put your chin and the machine does it. And it's absolutely horrifying. So where I thought, I think I look okay, I have some Botox here and there, and I did the microneedling with some polynucleotides the other week, and I'm fairly happy with my skin at the minute. Well, it put my age as 54.2. And
too much sun.
No, the one thing that I scored well in was the UV damage. But I scored badly in wrinkles. I'm terrible for saying all this. I share way too much on this podcast. But, wrinkles, pigmentation, open pores, all stuff that I didn't really think of so badly.
Well, given all of that, and since we've got a doctor with us,
yeah,
so
tell me what
would you recommend?
Well,
give us a course of treatment.
This AI analyzers for skin, I sell them in pharma. They're great for clinics, but
are they just a money-making tool?
On the patients, it's not even honesty. It's so you see every single detail, and there's a balance. You can see certain things, but you always have to remember to you're human.
Yeah,
we live on this planet. There's oxygen, gravity. We gotta age, and we will age, and it's just certain machines. Laser machines and things like that, we shouldn't really go by it. And so many times I have women
that's a pro telling me.
So many times I have women in the consultation telling me, like, I have this mirror and I just look in the mirror, and that they're absolutely possessed about how they age. And I think it's very healthy to just realize that we will age anyway. And just not focus on it so much, and just do other things, and maybe start meditating. I don't know.
Meditating.
But just, we gotta age, and we have to get that in our mind. It's just all we can do. It's not reverse it, but just maintain it and try to.
Yeah, well, that's it. You can't go down the route wanting to reverse it, can you? Because it's not possible. But, just trying to kind of smooth out here and there.
Giving Claire's little dilemma, is there something in particular you think, even just from looking at her face?
Thing.
Yeah, looking at her from a distance, anything you think, okay, if you haven't already tried this, try X.
I think...
Put you on the spot.
Microneedling with exosomes, because you said you did it with polynucleotides.
Yeah.
But I think microneedling with exosomes, collagen capsule.
Okay. There we go.
That would be good. That would be great.
Yeah, I'm going to try that then.
Do you have a favourite treatment? Something you love, routinely do, or has made a big difference to your skin? Or
I do. I love polynucleotides, as we all do. I love exosomes. I love collagen capsule. It also stimulates serotonin, so it's great for.
So tell me about the collagen capsule thing.
We have at the clinic. It's a machine where you just lay
looks
down.
like a sunbed.
It looks like
seen
a sun,
it.
but it gives you slight tan. But it's all about stimulating collagen within your skin, so full body gets a nice elasticity and quality of the skin. It's much better. Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
to get
Oh,
on
I
that.
might be. I'll be down there at the
Did you
weekend.
try it, Jen? Did you
I've never
try
tried
now?
it.
Yeah, why
I've
don't
seen
you?
it. Because it's only short blasts,
Yeah,
isn't it? It's just a few
yeah.
minutes each session. Yeah.
10, 20 minutes, it's enough. Yeah, but
Okay.
you need to build your skin towards the
Gradually
20
to it.
minutes.
I'm definitely going to try it.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't know why I haven't
definitely.
already.
And so the whole, because obviously this area moves so quickly and there's always some new thing. Do you feel like every day's a school day? You're always researching to the next thing.
Yes, well, you can never settle in this industry. As with the speed that we are aging as humans, you can never settle. Then
Yeah.
you're just like, yeah, that's it. That's what I'm gonna have. Pico laser, and I'll be happy. And
Yeah.
there's always some, and it's great. But the competition, it's massive, and South Korea, I feel like they just don't sleep. They come up with new things all the time, and we have to catch up. And then as a distributors, which we are in Amillion Pharma, we need to always bring new things to the market and always invest. And I'm bringing now 2 new products, injectable products, which are my own polynucleotides and my own exosomes. So I'm it's so exciting going to train this team now into those products and just spread them out in Europe, which I got exclusivity for recently. So I'm super excited about that. I cannot recommend exosomes highly enough. They are fantastic, but we also have 5 new products, which are skincare products. We already have our own 2, which is the aloe vera massage oil and a turmeric gold SPF 50, which is chemical free. So you can use in the sun. And
I'll definitely
it's
bring
great.
that.
It's fantastic. But those 5 new ones are serum, mask, Amillion lipsticks, more into our own cream night and day. So it's,
Fantastic. Because this is a new thing for you, isn't it? The skincare line.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's been 2 years projects on each. Well, SPF took 2 years.
Yeah.
It's the labs and testing and all that stuff. It takes time.
This is just the start of
Yeah,
even more
it's
to
just a
come.
start.
Yeah, exciting.
definitely. Oh, Endolift is also a great treatment.
So what's Endolift? Tell me. I've heard of that, but I don't know what it is. So tell me what that is.
Endolift, it's a machine, an endo laser, and then you have a fiber like cannula going into the skin to break down the fat tissues that are going down and cause the pull.
Okay.
So when we break down those fat cells, the skin naturally goes back up.
Oh.
And we can do on the face, on the neck, we can do on the body. So it works.
So I
it
guess
works
that's
wonders.
more invasive then, because you have to cannula in.
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
Slightly. Yeah.
Jen,
I'll let
does
you
it
confirm
hurt?
to Anita.
Balance. I want a good face. Does it hurt?
You can try it. Let me know how that
You
goes.
try it.
Yeah, it does. But we have a good drugs.
Yeah.
And so for you, we spoke about it before you came on. You said you didn't mind talking about it. So what would be your, for your, because you look fabulous. And I just think, so what are you doing to look like this?
So there's 2 types of aging. The main 2 types of aging that women age. There are hollowers.
Yeah.
And there are droopers.
Okay.
So I always compare it to Sarah Jessica Parker from Sex and the City and Samantha. So Samantha is a drooper and Sarah is a hollower.
Okay.
I am also a drooper. So with age that I am now, which is 45, I already had a facelift and neck lift, and I'm maintaining my skin quality with exosomes, polynucleotides, and a good skincare. That's what I do. Microneedling with exosomes. That's what I do most.
To continue. And then, so with the facelift and the neck lift, how long ago did you have those?
How long ago?
Yeah.
2 years ago. 3 years ago now. Time is flying. 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you find the downtime from all of that?
Oh, awful.
I'll fill you in on why, Claire. It's the one thing you talk about the most.
I know.
Like at some point in the
just
future.
don't know whether I'm brave enough. That people must say that all the time, but I just don't know whether I'm brave enough. But it's something that I mean, like I say, you look so young in how lifted you are, because you don't look lifted in a false way. You just look younger. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's not enough to just do the lift. Lift is a one thing. If you're a drooper, you need to do the lift. Well, you don't have to. I don't want to say this. You need to do it. But like, I'm not
but you
selling
felt
fine.
you wanted to.
But you know, the skin goes down and you're more like a follower. You're not necessarily drooper. Maybe that's why your mindset is like, I cannot ever imagine, because you don't have to. But if we look at different type of aging,
But
ladies
then what
would
do you do
like,
for followers?
yeah. Well, no, you're not really a follower because you do your treatments. Everything is nice and intact. You look beautiful.
Oh, after that thing the other day, I'm really pleased that you said this.
You take care of yourself, I can tell. But it's so I felt like it was the time, and I prefer to do it sooner rather than later. Because it's harder to fix the damage rather than prevent. So I did it about 3 years ago when
Here
I was 42.
or back in Ireland, or
I did it here in Portugal.
Oh wow, okay, so Lisbon, did you?
In Lisbon,
Yeah.
I think I find that daunting to have surgery in a country that I had only been in for a short time and where I didn't speak I don't know, in a medical setting, I think I'd want to be like either native language or English, or I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I
I know
don't
plenty
know.
of people here that have procedures.
Yeah, absolutely. And a friend of
Lisbon
mine gets, I think she had a face and neck lift in Lisbon. She definitely had a blepharoplasty in Lisbon.
I know what you're talking about.
What? No, you
Just
don't
worked
know this
out.
person.
No, I
No,
know
she's
someone
another
else.
friend of mine. But yeah, I find it so intriguing because I just think there's so much to do. And I follow Caroline Stanbury, and she's obviously just had the facelift and she looks phenomenal from it. And so I'm so intrigued by this. But you know, so your clients must have, I know you're more the business side of things, and then you have doctors who do all the aesthetics and the injectables and stuff, but your people who come to your clinic must have such a trust in you, because it's really obvious that your knowledge is right up there, you know?
And you're training other doctors as well, aren't you, from all around the world to do these procedures. So that's exciting.
That's very fulfilling, and I feel it's my passion to just, you know, because once you teach one doctor, you know that so many people are going to be in a good hands. So
that's good.
It's great.
Yeah.
And that gives me huge satisfaction. And then it's nice I love collaborations, I love things like that. So it's nice to bring different doctors to the clinic and have them, you know, working on different parts of, let's say, for example, now we are working with Dr. Anna, who is highly spiritual, and she's working on energies, you know, to take out the energy from trauma and things like that. And we are working on addictions and stuff like that. So it's nice to have different combination of doctors. It's not just about aesthetics, it's more about holistic, and it's all about psychology as well. We have a new doctor now who because most of the patients in Algarve, the ladies that come and move to Algarve, they are already they're in the age when they're entering menopause, and it's hard to adjust to aging. And then suddenly they're moving into this hot climate, and they don't know what is happening with their hair, with their skin, and Botox doesn't work the same way. And they have been doing Botox for 20 years in the UK, and how come your Botox is not working the same way? But we are living in a different climate, and they don't consider that. So it's sometimes hard to get to the patient in a one-to-one conversation, because they don't understand what is happening with the body. So it's nice to have a doctor who is there and will be just explaining or do, let's say, DNA test or hormonal test, and just explain what is happening, really. And then we can do some Botox and stuff like that in a nicer environment rather than being under pressure.
And so what is it with the whole, I know the climate, because I keep referring to me, but I just had this where my last lot of Botox just barely worked. In fact, I'm still in the top-up phase, and it's just, I feel like it hasn't worked really. And yet, obviously, it always used to work on me, and I just think, what's going on?
Yeah, well, that's a very popular question. The thing is that when we are you're in your 50s, so you have, how long you have been doing Botox now?
Since I was about 45, I think.
So about 5 years. And so Botox have this protein, not every brand, but the most popular, which I can't really say, but the most popular Botox has a protein that our muscle gets addicted to that protein. And so it doesn't work the same way after a certain time.
So switch brand then,
do
or
you switch brand?
So
in
we
that?
either we first we have to explain this on a consultation, and then either switch brands, or explain that it's just not gonna last so long.
Okay.
Or let's say if here with the climate and everything it's so hot, and then if we exercise, Jen is so guilty of this. She's so
Gets
guilty
told
of
off.
this.
Oh, did you? You didn't exercise straight after,
Well,
did
you always say to me
It's
that
hard to find the day, isn't it?
well, yeah.
Yeah.
When
it
we
straight
exercise,
after.
when we cook, when I cook, when I open the lid of the pot and it goes straight into my face, and I'm thinking, oh, that's my Botox gone now.
Oh.
And it's just happens
Interesting,
just
isn't it?
like
Yeah.
that.
You're in the car
And when
and
it's
it's
so
very
hot in the
Yeah.
summer, it really goes off very fast. So there's not much we can do about it. We do have a lovely memberships, you know, where you
keep
can
it
always
topped
come back
up.
for a top up, and
Okay.
it's okay. But it's we have to consider the climate here is
External
different.
Yeah. But that's good that you take so much, you know, it's all about the detail, knowing it's the climate, you know, because some people just like, oh, well, you know, maybe it's something to do with you, but, you know, knowing all the factors, because, well, I've definitely noticed a difference. And I have
There's
been-
more factors. Can I mention one more?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
It's just because if the patient sees me, I'll be like, the medication is always the thing, alcohol is the thing. So it's anything that brings our metabolism, and any medication you can be on, it doesn't work the same way. So it's all of that.
Within a certain period after you have it done, or just in general, if you're drinking too much alcohol, or
Well,
having the I know you don't
I'm not
really
the
drink,
drinker, you're the drinker.
but like if for a prolonged period, or just around the time of.
Around 48 hours around
Yeah,
the
oh, that's good.
treatment. And then you see, when we're working also with threads and other treatments, lasers and things like that, and if you do have heavy night, and you know there's alcohol and dancing, and there is a bad food for a few days after, it's going to look bad. Your skin is going to absorb all of this. Your fat tissues are going to expand with all the water, because of the body is going to store all the water. So it's really important to keep that in mind, that we can only do so much, but your lifestyle have to be as good accordingly to our products.
Yeah.
I think you are very good though. You don't really drink that much. You eat pretty healthy. So
Yeah, I'm pretty,
you're ticking those boxes.
I pretty much don't drink, the odd one. I don't smoke, don't vape.
Great.
But I just, but I have noticed defo that it hasn't lasted as long. And then you think, well, you can't come every 2 months. And then, you know, so I don't know, maybe Facebook just the way.
So what's next for the clinic then? Is there anything else you've got planned for the
What's
business?
next?
I know you've touched on your new products and obviously what's going on in London. Is there anything else that you've got?
We are expanding expanding now the retreats. So aesthetic retreats for doctors with academy, and for patients, so for full body and face makeover.
Oh, I love
So
that. So just go away for a couple of
starting.
days and do a bit of a
Yes, so
transformation.
we have nutrition retreats, we
brilliant.
have aesthetic retreats, spiritual retreats. So we're starting just after Easter next year.
And where will they
We've done
be?
this before, but now it's just going on this larger scale. We're in Alentejo.
I think that's quite good.
nice.
What's the one called that looks like you've been stung by a bee? I had that.
That's
I had that all-
polynucleotides.
Yeah, it's like
Isn't it?
loads of little dots. You know the one that's like lots of little dots. What's that?
That's like mosquito bites.
Yeah.
Polynucleotides, isn't it?
Polynucleotides,
Yeah,
yes,
'cause I had that
yes.
once and I was like, I just wanted to hide away for 2 days.
Yeah, how long
Looked
did
like
it last
my
then
skin was all
after?
bumpy. No, it was a good treatment, but
Yeah.
there's certain things you have done. You know, if you're a bit bruised
yeah.
from something, you want to just hide from the world for a day or two. So that's perfect.
Yes,
You can get a few
yes.
things done and just,
Yes, I think retreats are great because, you know, even if you have a breakup, if you go through divorce, any of, you know,
Yeah.
the natural things that happen in life, and you want to glow up and you want to lose weight and all of those kind of things. So it's like we have an option of 1 week, 3 weeks, and 6 weeks.
gosh, it's quite a long time.
Goodness
Where
me.
6 weeks is for, we have a lot of patients from Saudi Arabia for more like keto retreats and nutrition retreats
okay.
to lose weight. So it's from the States. So it takes 3 weeks to change a habit, but really to maintain
Yeah.
and to change the lifestyle, it's about 6 weeks. So
Goodness,
that's why we have
imagine
this option
planning
as
on
well.
going off for 6 weeks on a retreat.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do the week one. Maybe we could do the week one.
Even
We'll
that's
come
still
out
a
like
push.
different people.
I'm just at the wrong stage. You could get away with it.
I still don't even think I could get away with it.
But it is
that's
good.
amazing.
You know, people need that, and you know, they're gonna take some benefit or make some changes that they then roll forward with. I think that's
Yes.
really good. It's a
Yes, well,
incredible
I
thing.
think 3 days retreats are also great. I haven't yet figured out how we can do all of that in 3 days, but I will get there eventually because you know, busy moms could do
would be
something
perfect.
like that.
Yeah.
Girls, yeah,
Yeah, 3
days
or
away.
4
That's
days
it.
retreats.
You need to let us know
Yeah.
if there's 3-day ones. And we'll
Definitely,
put all of us on
definitely.
it. Think
Well,
together.
speaking of being a busy mum, I know we touched on the beginning about your 3 girls, and so is there anything you think that you want them to take from, you know, your journey? So obviously all 3 of them have watched you work really hard and be a really good role model to them, but is there anything you think, okay, when they're older, I want them to either replicate or...
Yes, well, obviously that's my dream, but I can't really push that on them. But I think Sophie, she already knows all different Botox brands.
And Sophie's the
We're just
youngest.
recruiting the next generation.
Because you know, she was always with me by my side in the clinic. So many times she slept on the
Bless
other
her.
room, and
Really?
you know, she was holding my trays and
Oh,
you
wow.
know, just doing the little things, and she loves doing that. So I think she might go, but then I put her under pressure a little bit one day, and I said, Sophie, you're gonna go for medicine, you gotta be a doctor. And it's like, Mommy, don't pressure me. I do what I'm pleased, but I want to be a model.
Oh, okay.
So you just can't say it, but I do have a plan. I think she will, so we'll see.
Yeah,
You think you
she
want her
will do
to
it.
study
Yeah.
medicine and become a
Yeah.
doctor.
Yeah.
And I think even in terms of values, so, you know, obviously that's your kind of career path for her that you have in mind, but any of the values that she's watched you display that you want her to replicate. So like, I think, you know, for example, you're super hardworking, and I love that she's grown up watching you work hard, because then, you know, then I think hopefully she'll value that. And you know, I think some people, young people, can just expect everything to come so easy,
Yeah.
and if
I
they've
think they
never
want to
actually
see that
watched a
hard work
parent,
actually gets it.
totally.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important. I love
Yeah.
that, you know, she's
I think what she has learned from me is, well, I actually asked her that question in the car the other day. She says, I asked her, what did you learn from me over these years here in Portugal? And first thing she says, manners.
well, that's
good.
important
Yeah.
too.
Then
Good.
from watching her, I see she's putting a hairband in the evening. She's doing her skincare routine.
Good.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
she's super organized, little OCD. So I think that's what she
has
that's
taken
what
from
she's-
you.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what we can only observe. But there's a lot of things I would love her to do, like laundry and things like that. It's not there yet.
Okay, yeah, but she's
But
only young,
if
I
she's
guess.
taking manners, looking after herself well, being
Yeah.
organised, they're all good qualities.
It's-
You know, I
and
think
it's great.
Because it's like
Yeah.
self-care, isn't it? So
Totally.
it's like knowing how to be able to take care of yourself in a world where, you know, sometimes you don't.
Well, I think so often kids just get everything done
Yeah.
for them,
Yeah.
and you know, there's no, you know,
And
need
I
for them to think for themselves or
No.
do anything. So
Yeah.
I think that's important.
I think it's nice because you see, it depends. OCD is great when you have to have a heart surgery. You want a surgeon with OCD.
Yeah.
yeah,
When you want,
Yeah,
it's true.
so when you want a cleaner, you want someone with OCD. So it's good to have certain amount of
traits.
it, but not too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There has to be a fine line. So, but talking of business, just going back onto, you've been recognised by the Algarve Business Awards, so you're a finalist, aren't you, in that?
Yes,
So-
we got nominated for 4 categories, which was
Amazing.
Amazing. One is the team, best team, the achievements. I think that's for me. Best business, which is the clinic, and then something else for the group, which I can't remember
Yeah.
now. But
Super.
yeah, it's
That's
4
really good.
categories.
And you're finalist for best team, is that right? Or finalist for multiple?
For the 3 of the 4
Wow.
nominations for the 3.
That is
Very
unreal.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're
So
going
excited.
to the awards event.
Yes, well, the event will be on the 7th of November.
Yeah.
I met Caroline, the organizer, the other day, and we will be sponsoring as well. So
Oh, wonderful.
yes, she asked me to present one of the winners, so I'm like nervous.
Gosh,
Gonna
we'll
do
be
it.
there, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll be
we're
there.
going to be
Great.
there, so you'll see us there.
Oh, we're gonna have so
Yeah.
much fun. No, I'm looking forward to it. It's something to do together with the team. I'm gonna bring
Yeah.
everyone with me, so it will be fun.
Yeah.
Super.
Have some
Celebrate all of your
And
hard work.
it is celebrating your hard work
Yeah.
and how far you've come, because it's so refreshing to hear you so invested in, it's not just you've created this business, because generally, aesthetics businesses and all this type of thing, they can generate a lot of money because you get a certain clientele, and so some people just set them up because they know that it's like a license to print money. But it's really nice to hear you talking about it, because you are invested in it. You really interested in it. You want
care.
to see, you care for the individual and to get the best. And that's really refreshing in this type of industry, because, you're not just trying to sell stuff. So, so you must have really good clients who know that they're coming for.
Yes, I mean it gives me great satisfaction where clients turn into besties.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I mean, I love you. We just met, but it's I know Jen's for a few years now. So I have friends like that, and that gives me massive satisfaction. And if I can collaborate with another business in Algarve, I love that as well. And it's about community rather than just.
There's a lot of community here for sure.
Well, I think men do that very well. They all about the boys' club and, scratch my back out, kind of looking out for each other. But as women, we maybe don't do that as much as we could or should. And I'm always, what I'm like, I'll always recommend someone, or I'll share contacts if I've got somebody who can help you. I love being a connector, and I just think you do that really well, just where you can help someone, or
absolutely,
and it's nice for you to get that back in return, somebody that can recommend clients, or staff, or
I think it's always a good thing when you kind of support one another and work together. It's only a good thing. It's never, I just think, but some people are a bit short-sighted.
Organic and genuine.
Yeah.
It has to be, otherwise it doesn't work. Like,
for
us, because we do kind of align a little bit.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
But I would only ever recommend someone, if I thought you were a good fit for them, or what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. You can't just.
But it's not like, they've got super, shiny white modern taste, and I'm not going to send you in. Nope. It has to be genuine, doesn't it?
So I think we're going to have to wrap up now, but we're going to do our quick fire round of questions.
Okay.
So do you want to start with them?
Yeah.
We'll do 2 each, shall we?
Okay, perfect. I am going to start with your favourite place in Portugal to escape to.
Alentejo.
Yeah?
There's a few places. I can't choose one there. It's just so beautiful.
And why? Sugar, it's quick fire.
So okay, we can't do that.
I was saying why, but
okay. The first thing you do in the morning when you wake up.
Saffron tea.
Saffron tea. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Benefits needed.
Yeah. Well, calm your system. Which I'm not. Well, I am a calm person, but I do need. I need to. First thing, it used to be coffee, and then I wake up in the morning and my heart was already pounding, so I had to switch. So
that's interesting.
That's a good thing to do then.
No, I still need coffee. I definitely. A book or a podcast that inspires you? A book that you've read in the past.
Obviously.
Badass CEO.
Badass CEO.
Oh, brilliant. Right, that's on the list
that
to
to
read.
the list.
Yeah. Okay, and what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Wow. I'm choked. Best piece of advice. No.
Let's just give one final piece of skincare advice. There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
Should be doing.
Drink water.
I drink tons of water.
Drink coconut water.
Okay.
Drink coconut
but I don't
water,
like it, so I might have to hide
Put it in a
something.
smoothie.
Put it on the
Put it in the smoothie.
Put it or in a smoothie or in ice, because coconut water has minerals that our skin needs, and if we just drink a standard normal water, we just flush it out. We go to the bathroom.
Because I always put electrolytes in, so I guess I could put my electrolytes into the coconut water, and then it would hide the taste.
That's it.
Perfect.
Lemon.
Wonderful. Oh, I've loved having literally. Jen's like that. Claire just doesn't want this to end because I love this conversation. I'm so intrigued by it. I think it's so wonderful you've been able to do all these things and know all about this stuff, because it's just such a big thing. And obviously, as we age, we're I certainly am getting definitely so much more interested in.
You have been saying to me from the very start, we need to get a doctor on, we need to get someone on that knows about skincare. It's like your one topic you're most interested in. So thank you, Amelia, for being that person.
Thank you so much
really
for having
enjoyed
me.
And we'll see you at the Algarve Business Awards.
Yay! Looking forward to it.
Thank you so much, girls.
Yeah, thank you. So thanks for listening to the Portugal Diaries podcast. If you want to find us on our socials, we are at the Portugal Diaries podcast. And don't forget to subscribe, rate and review, because that super helps our numbers as well. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.